Hi, it's Lisa from Lady Norway Energy Healing coming at you from her studio space. A little chit chat about what's been going on, and it's the 1st of July here, so happy Canada Day, everybody. Yeah, I just having a coffee. This little mug, I thought it was really cute. There we go. I've had some coffee, so I'm able to talk now. Anyway, yeah, a couple things I am going to talk about. I'm in the process of trying to get a newsletter out. I've been trying since, I was supposed to have it out on the solstice. I haven't quite got it, but I'm working on it. And I had a couple other things that I was working on that, aren't going to pan out right now. We're coming up to the Capricorn full moon is on the 3rd of July. The Capricorn full moon is going to just illuminate the things in your life that are no longer working for you. And it's going to help you to, take stock, work-life balance. It's just going to highlight what you need to take forward with you, with your goals, aspirations, manifestations, dreams, whatever, call them what you will, intentions. Pluto he's doing his thing, and he'll be switching into Aquarius again in, October a little bit, and then back out, and then back into Aquarius in January 2024. So yeah, so we're just gonna have to think about the things that are no longer working for us. Well, so there's a couple things that I put out there that I just haven't done because it hasn't, it presented, and then it's not working out. So that's fine. It's not like I'm not going to ever do it, but it's just not, it's just not the time. So I'm still working towards stuff, and, you can still work towards things. You just don't have to, you don't have to pull the trigger and, do things that just because you said, oh, I'm going to do this. It's a tough one because, you feel obligated. You feel obligated. You say, okay, I'm going to do this. And then it doesn't feel right, or it doesn't work out, or circumstances come along and it's like, okay, it's not going to happen right now. So it's fine. You just, you put it on the back burner, but it still percolates, so it's still percolating. And, yeah, so, I was feeling pressure. I was kind of like, oh, I should put together a workshop and offer it, like I was saying, here at my space. And I've been wanting to do a full moon sound bath, or a new moon sound bath, Reiki sound bath with a group or whatever. And yeah, it's just it's not working out with what's happening in my business and what's happening in my personal life. And then there's a couple other things, a couple other factors, and it's just not working out. But I'm still gonna put that as a long-term goal towards maybe September, or yeah. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing, is being able to release that, where I've said this is what I'm going to do, and then it's not actually going to be working out, and that's okay too. So and I've been, there's lots of stuff going on with my business, like client-wise and stuff too. Like you sometimes, and then I'm doing a little bit more of like self-care, and I've been doing this 30-day yoga challenge, and I've been, working on myself, and stuff has been coming up that I've had to heal and clear and move through. So, sometimes you don't have the energy to, do something like a group thing, even though it's in here. I know it's in there. It's something that I want to do, and it keeps bouncing around, but it's like, what's going to happen if you say, no, I can't do it right now? You're just going to do it again, but you'll do it down the road. So anyway, that's what I'm doing that's what I was, mostly having trouble with this newsletter, putting it out, because I have to, last time I put out a newsletter, it was like, oh, I'm going to do a group. I want to offer a group thing. Well, I've been working towards, that, but it's just not happening right now. And, so I'm just going to move it forward, and I move it forward, and I'm going to keep moving forward. So, but yeah, you know, I'm still doing my hospice. I'm volunteering at hospice, and I'm, you know, that's been great. And you know, it's that networking part, putting myself out there, getting, you know, interest. Yeah, it's just, that's how it goes. You just, you know, you're just working towards stuff, and you're just keep putting yourself out there, keep taking action, keep moving forward. And yeah, so this Capricorn full moon is it's coming up, and it's starting to feel like that's what I've decided. And you know, I'm just gonna move through the things that need to be released, and then, you know, keep nurturing and growing the things that I'm going to take with me forward. And so that's basically what I've been doing and what's been happening here. So the things that are coming up, like July's, we're coming into, like, there's lots of stuff happening, like the nodes are moving. Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node, they're moving into Aries North Node, Libra South Node. So that's a huge change for the collective. And the eclipses are going to be, it's going to be Aries, Libra, and those are going to be, you know, quite profound as well. And they'll be shifting, you know, so I think it's the balance of you and them, or you know, yourself and the collective. It's that balance. It's trying to find that balance, you know, of Aries. Aries is all about, you know, putting yourself out there, you know, becoming self-reliant, self-sufficient, self-confident, self-worth, self. It's all about self. And then we've got the Libra, which is all about the balance, you know, the balance of all those things, and justice. And, you know, obviously it's going to be interesting from what I've been looking into, and some of the astrologers that I follow, and some of the stuff that I've been looking into. It's going to shake some stuff up. Hopefully in these last 18 months, when Taurus has been in the North Node, and Scorpio's in the South, which we've been in for 18 months, hopefully, you know, like, you've got your foundations poured for whatever you're building, and you've been working towards, you know, releasing what is no longer serving you. And then also, you know, all that stuff with the Scorpios, you know, all the things, the unconscious, the shadow, you know, been working through those kind of things. And with the energies of Taurus, you know, having that, you know, having getting yourself figured out, getting your home situation, you know, figured out, whatever that looks like, your finances, your stability, your, you know, your safety, your security, like whatever that looks like. And then of course, self-care. And yeah, so I mean, and then of course with my, like, you know, for myself personally, growing my business and stuff, I've been really setting, you know, firm footings for my foundation. That's what I've been working towards. And now with this nodal shift, you know, it'll take another, you know, it's going to change energies. But I feel like I've done the work that I've needed to do. And so I feel good about that. But yeah, it'll be interesting, to say the least. I mean, but we've got the full moon in Capricorn is July 3rd, releasing inhibitions that keep you from accomplishing your goals. Mars enters Virgo July 10th. New moon in Cancer is on the 17th. Nodes change signs on the 17th as well. And that'll be a huge change for the collective, and for the next 18 months with the eclipses. Leo house, and that happens on the 22nd. It goes from Cancer to Leo. We move into Leo. And then Venus will be retrograde in Leo, and it'll be in backward motion. So, you know, your emotional processing might be amped up because of that through September 3rd. And of course, Pluto is square the North Node, July 26th. And yeah, so there you go. You know, you got to look at your own natal charts and see where, you know, stuff is happening in your natal, where your natal planets are and stuff like that. And if there's, you know, anything that's could, you know, bump up against, this can happen. But yeah, and I go through Astro, can't remember, Astro something. You can do your birth chart, you can do a free chart there, and then it has a printout for the PDFs, like that's free. But of course, if you subscribe, you get more, but I don't. And anyway, I get my birth chart, natal chart, and then I also do the transits. So you can get the transits, you know, every day if you wanted. you know, where the planets are transiting and what's happening with the astrology. And then you can also get a PDF printout of everything. So you get your chart, and then you get the actual printout of where everything is in your natal chart, and then where all the, you know, conjunctions, sextiles, squares, whatever. So it's pretty cool. So I would suggest doing that if you had your information. That's a good one. And, you know, you can kind of look into what's happening, and that's kind of what I've been doing. So, but anyway, yeah, so that is that with all of that jazz. And hopefully, you know, things are going good for everybody. And we're just moving through all the energies, and we're just taking good care of ourselves. And, you know, as we're heading into that age of Aquarius coming next year, like Pluto is going to be going into Aquarius finally for the next little while, right? Next 20 years. So, you know, it'll be interesting, you know, but that's going to be a different energy altogether. We've been in a certain energy for a long time, and it's going to be all changing up. And we did have a little taste of that in March. We had that full moon in Aries, and I mean, it just was a different feel. It just, things felt possible, or just the motivation, the energies were different or something, you know. And it goes back into Capricorn, and it's kind of like, okay, we've got to look at things again, you know. We can't just blindly jump off the ledge where we had that feeling, you know, before. So anyway, I got this, so because I do volunteer at hospice, and I do Reiki for people that are going through the hospice program that are, you know, dealing with bereavement and, you know, caretaking loved ones that are in different stages of, you know, transitioning from physical to non-physical. It's helping me heal from my grief, and it's also helping people sort of navigate theirs. And so it feels a bittersweet feeling. You know, it's difficult that people are going through these transitions in their lives, and you know, a lot of people, you know, come to places like they've been with their partner for years and years, and one partner passes away, and you know, it could be anything. I mean, pets even, you know, retiring from a job that you've had for years. There's some grief there. I mean, there's grief is a real, it's a thing that it's part of our life. It's part of this existence here. It's part of what we do. It's part of what we need. We're here to learn, you know, and it's important. It's an important part of your process here. And, you know, it's not to be taken lightly, and it's needed to, you know, I think we need to do what I've figured out more is that it needs to be more treated appropriately, like not just shoved under the rug and just, you know, made to suck it up, and, you know, and just keep pushing through. It's not healthy. That's not healthy. That's toxic, you know. So we need to make it more okay for people to go through their grief process and have the support and less shame around possibly not, you know, getting back to who they were, or being able to move on or whatever. I think it's just super important to allow people the ability to just go through it and be in it, and support them there, hold space for them there, because that is more helpful than a person isolating and trying to go it alone. You know, it's much harder to heal when you're trying to do it all yourself, because of all these things, you know, that are in our lives that pressure us into having to, you know, we should be doing this, or I should be here by now, or I should do that, or, you know, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, anyway, I just feel very passionate about it, and I feel very I feel very honored. I feel grateful that I'm able to do it and to be in service and to hold space for people that are going through some of the toughest times of their lives. And Reiki, oh my goodness, Reiki, it is a beautiful thing. It has changed my life, and I see it. I witness it every time I do a treatment, that it changes. It changes people. It changes them for the better. It helps them. It guides them. It heals them. It supports them. It nurtures them. It loves them. It's love. I mean, let's face it, Reiki is pure light and unconditional love. And my goodness, do we not need that? Do we not want that? Do we not crave that? Do we not need it? Yes, we do. And the more of us that can do it and shine our lights and hold space for this kind of healing and love, you know, I say, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's keep doing it. Anyway, I'm super passionate about it. But as I do these treatments, I do, you know, like anytime I do any kind of a Reiki treatment, a sound bath, a chakra cleanse, a treatment with an animal, it's very important to set the scene. It's important to clear the space. It's important to, you know, I bring crystals. I have chakra spray. I have smudge spray. I have smoke when I can use it. I do energy clearing. I clear myself. I clear the room. You know, as I'm making the space for the person to come, the client to come and have their treatment, I'm making the bed. Everything is sacred. I have my crystals. I lay out, you know, everything's wrapped beautifully within the intention of love and, you know, whatever, as I'm putting things together, my intention is of healing and helping and support and unconditional love. And I'm doing it. And as I'm unfolding everything and putting things together, that's a process as well. And a couple of times I've done some treatments with some people, and I've had my certain cards decks have said, hello, take me with you. And I'm like, I don't know if that's appropriate, you know. So sometimes that's what happens. You just go through these little things and you're like, is this, you know, should I, like, is this just, but it's like, usually it's the quiet, you know, whisper, and that's the one that you go with, right? So it's like, oh, I brought the, you know, I tend to usually, before I do treatments too, I'll pull cards, and, you know, it looks different every time. But anyway, getting to the point of what I am going to tell you about, without blah blah blahing too much more, is that I did get a deck that I've been wanting, and it's by Alana Fairchild, and she's just a white light oracle too. I've got her deck, but it's called Butterfly Affirmations, and it could not be more perfect for hospice, because the butterfly is the hospice. You know, it's kind of, it represents the death, rebirth, right? The transformation of transitioning, right, from physical to non-physical. And butterflies have been a big thing for me since I've lost both my parents. And the monarch butterfly, or the one that's like, that, you know, that when you think of a butterfly, you think of the black and yellow, and they're around right now. They've been around. That's my mom. Like, I mean, I'd be going along and be like, oh, there's my mom, you know, like that. She's come and visited in like looking like a butterfly and stuff. So anyway, it's another serendipitous type thing. You know, I got this deck. I've been looking at it. So I'm not going to do a total unboxing. I might do another video unboxing it, but today I'm just going to, I'm going to pull a card from the Butterfly Affirmations. And so I'm bringing this with me. And what's nice about it is I can get people that are, you know, I'm giving a Reiki treatment to at hospice. They'll be able to pull a butterfly affirmation before or after their treatment. And I think it's just another added, you know, helpful tool in the toolkit to help people navigate the, you know, difficult and, you know, very poignant time in our lives when we're going through a grief process. So anyway, that's that. And so it's lovely. It's beautiful. They're all different kind of butterflies, all different kinds. Like, isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so I'm happy about it. I really am just happy. And it says, how to use this deck is take a deep breath and relax. Say this question silently in your mind or aloud. What guidance is most helpful for me to receive now? What guidance is most helpful for me to receive now? And then you choose a card and read the message on the back. And this is your guidance for the day. You can repeat it as an affirmation or carry the card with you throughout your day. And I would probably let someone take a picture of it with their phone and they could carry it with them. But this is what it says here. May you travel your life path with happiness in your heart, trusting the wisdom and strength within you. And sometimes, you know, when you're going through some hard stuff, you forget how much strength you do have and how much wisdom you do have. So anyway, I am very happy about this. Then it showed up now when I'm doing this little video. So I am going to pull a little affirmation, a butterfly affirmation. Affirmation cards for your happy, courageous, beautiful life. Okay. Take a deep breath. What guidance is most helpful for us to receive right now? What guidance is most helpful for us to receive right now? Oh, 3 fell out. I think I better take them all. Okay. So this is isn't that beautiful? And it says, when I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what is going to be. I like that. I like that. When I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what is going to be. That is very good. Oh, this one's really beautiful too. Oh, these are very nice. I am a unique child of the universe, perfectly me, exactly as I am meant to be. I am a unique child of the universe, perfectly me, exactly as I am meant to be. And one more. This one is very beautiful. And it's perfect. Letting go creates space for me to receive. It gets me. It's hard to receive sometimes. It's hard to be open to receiving, and it's so important. And letting go creates space for me to receive. Letting go creates space for me to receive. Yeah, you got to be open to receive too. Also, you have to be open. And letting go creates that space. So with that, and with the full moon coming up in Capricorn on July 3rd, remember, letting go creates space for you to receive. And I hope that you can do that. And I am holding space for you to do that. And I'm sending you lots of love and light. And I hope this finds you well. And I hope that helped in some way. and that it found you and spoke to you or resonated with you. And if it was something that you needed to hear, I hope that it helped you as it helped me and as it will help many. So, ciao for now, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.